Hello, this is Jamie, and this is a What Have I Been Working On video. So, what have I been working on this week? I have not gotten very much on my sketchbook, and I will explain why in a second, but I got a little bottom jaw of a marsupial according to the book that I'm pulling reference from, and a little thumbnail of a piece that I'm considering doing, could be fun, and a little sketch for Pride Month, because June is Pride Month, and June finished before I realized it was halfway through, so yeah, little doodle. And the print that I've been working on is finally finished. Been working on it for a couple of years, so I think the finally is justified there, and that's what it turned out like, pretty much. So I might tweak a couple things in Photoshop, we'll see. I definitely have to figure out how I'm doing the edges in the computer, which will be fun. But yeah, I think it turned out alright. I'm pretty happy with it. It's, I guess, inspired or based on a reference photo that I took in Cardiff a few years ago. I think there's only one Cardiff, right? There's only the Cardiff in Wales, right? That's where it was. It was Cardiff in Wales. If there's another Cardiff somewhere else in the world, probably the US, then I apologize, it's not that Cardiff. Yeah. Little print. So close. And I also have Tears for Talking. So Tears for Talking is finished as far as the line work goes. So all the pen and ink stuff is completely finished. I just have to do the ink wash. I'm considering, and I apologize for the helicopter or plane that's currently going overhead. I apologize if you can hear that. What I'm considering is trying to add the tone, which I usually do in ink wash, trying to add it digitally. We'll see. If I successfully add it digitally, it may be up today or tomorrow. If I go back to ink wash, then it will probably not be up until Wednesday or Thursday. So yeah, for reference, ink wash takes it to this. And what I'm slightly concerned about with doing it digitally is I will have to figure out how to do texture, because I don't want it to look clean and flat. That's why I like doing ink wash, because you get little texture and bubbles and concentration of pigment in random places, and it's nice. I like it. So I have to figure out how to replicate that digitally if I'm going to start doing it digitally. It's just that this one has taken me a couple months to finish, and I would like to get the last ones out quicker. And part of what takes a while with Tears for Talking, aside from the fact that I've been a bit burned out and bogged down with a lot of other projects, which is one of the reasons why this one took 2 months, aside from that, the ink wash takes a few days because I have to wait for things to dry. Whereas with digital, you don't have to wait for things to dry. So that's the potential upside. And that's why I'm going to be trying it, and we'll see. We'll see. And finally, what I've been working on is Chocolate is for Chatting. So this one I have made progress. I've got page 2 almost finished, and I can now get these last 2 panels because I got page 4 almost completely finished. I just have to do the final inking on this last panel, but whether I get that done before I put in the lines for 2, and let me explain myself here. I wanted to finish these 3 panels to final ink, or at least one of them to final ink, so that I can put it on my light box, put this over it, and then get the basic structure lines for the last 2. Because how I got the basic structure lines for these 3 is because I finished this panel, and then used this one on the light box. But I couldn't use it for the other 2 because they're on the same page. So now I can put in the basic structure lines for these last 2 panels on page 2, get that finished, and hopefully by the end of today I will have 2 more pages, page 2 and page 4, through final inking and scanned in, and yeah, I should really get around to testing the colors if I'm going to do it digitally. Yeah. It'll be fine. So that's what I've been working on for the past week. Yeah. As far as I know, that's it. If you have any questions, comments, criticisms, projects you may or may not be working on, please feel free to leave all your things in the comment section down below. Avail yourself of that wonderful space. And I will leave pertinent links in the description, of course, as usual. So, my website, Southbay Comickers website, my Patreon, and tapas links to frequently falling. Tapas links to Falling and Tears for Talking. Somehow you almost always manage to screw up that last one. But either way, that's all for now. Cheers for watching, and I will see you next week. Bye.